Alrighty, Frieren episode 6, Stark has been introduced. Really keen to see how this turns out. He gives me a lot of Zenitsu vibes, who I'm a big fan of, in the sense that Stark clearly has a lot of strength, right, and a lot of power, but it's maybe his mental that is a bit of the issue. Maybe not so much in the way that it is for Zenitsu. Zenitsu, it's very over the top, his mental issues. But we'll see, we'll go from there. Still really enjoying the show. I can't wait to see where we go throughout the rest of the season, and I've seen season 2 has been announced as well. Really excited for that as well.
修行の後だったのですね。
Oh, I'm interested, man. Episode 6, the hero of the village. We talking about Stark.
竜と戦う気はないのですよね。なぜ修行を続けているのですか?
It's a good question.
シュタルク様がいるからこの村は大丈夫だってな。
He's a good guy, man.
この村が襲われていないのはただの竜の気まぐれだ。
I wonder if there's more to that.
竜が村を襲ったらシュタルク様は戦うのですか?
死んだって嫌さ。この村の連中にとっては俺は英雄なんだよ。この村の英雄シュタルクなんだ。俺が守らなきゃならないんだよ。
Ah, well, he answered the question without answering it.
とは言ってみたが、実際は逃げ出しちまうかもな。
I like this guy.
俺に失望したんだろうさ。なんだよ。
シュタルク様は逃げないと思います。
I like that.
怖かったことを思い出したのです。
怖かったこと？
魔物と初めて戦った時です。
This...
ですが、恐怖で足がすくみ、逃げ出してしまいました。
We've not seen this.
なぜか助けてくれないフリーレン様。
ああ、うちの師匠もそんな感じだわ。
体が動いたのです。
Damn! I like that. My body moved.
シュタルク様はどうしようもない臆病者ですが、村を守りたいという覚悟だけは。
I like that they find some common ground here. Or at least Fern does in Stark. I really like that interaction. That was really good.
覚悟か。
Good, good, good.
どうだった?わかりませんが。いませんね。逃げたか。
There's no way.
仕方がない。フェルン、竜と追いかけっこだ。え。
フリーレン。
Here we go.
遅かったじゃん。
Look at Fern, she's so happy.
一つ約束してくれないか。俺が途中で死んだとしても、竜は必ず仕留めてほしいんだ。
Oh, to keep the town safe. Good man.
なぜ村の人たちのためにそこまでするの? 何?
いや、変な質問だと思ってな。
Ah.
俺はこの村に3年もいたんだぜ。
A mere 3 years.
短いね。
超長えよ。
I get it. I understand that.
手が震えています。
怖いものは
Why
怖いん
would you
だ
say
よ。
that, Fern?
アイゼンと同じだ。
I knew she was gonna say that.
こ
Ooh.
れは強敵だな。
アイゼン、手が震えてる。怖いの?
ああ、怖がることは悪いことではない。この恐怖が俺をここまで連れてきたんだ。
I like that. I like Ison, man. Oh, that's a good transition. Does the dragon recognize him?
師匠も必要なのは覚
This
悟
thing
だ
looks crazy, man. Okay. Oh, here we go.
強い相手に自分から喧嘩を売りに行くようなバカじゃない。
Oh, this is nice, man. Look at Stark go.
俺は怖かったんだよ、フリーレン。
Why?
こいつはすごいことだ。
Is that strong?
とんでもない戦士になる。
See, and Frieren knew all of this. She knew. Ooh. Such a unique soundtrack, man. Hey, Stark might be my guy. Finish him off. You gotta do it, Stark. Bro, look how well you're doing.
もう死んでいるよ。
Oh.
Huh?
He won.
クソババアか。後が怖いな。
He didn't even realize that he won. I didn't realize he won.
俺がやったのか。
Oh, I'm really gonna like Stark.
よくやった。期待以上だ。偉いぞ。
Aw.
宝の山だ。うひょー。全部は持っていけませんよ。
There you go.
師匠はお前のせいで勇者一行の冒険がくだらないものになったって言ってたぜ。
Ridiculous.
くだらなくてとても楽しい旅だったってよ。
Good. See, now Stark is actually the guy now. He actually did that.
透けて見える。見えますが、あまり面白い魔法ではあり
Oh,
ませ
that's
んね。
right.
何よ。
ちっさ。
Hey, yo! That came out of nowhere.
俺もくだらない旅がしたくなったんだ。
God, it's just perfect, isn't it? Oh, I like this place.
というわけで、この町は安全そうだし、宿に荷物を置いたら魔法店に行こうっと。ほら、ここで解散。私宿取ってくるから。
飯でも食いに行く？うん、一人で行くね。
Why? Why so cold?
北側諸国の軍が討伐に動くらしいが、関所が開くのは早くても2年は先だろう
2
な。
years? A lot for Fern and Stark, but not for Frieren. Fern's interesting me, this episode.
この町で2年以上待つことになりそうだと言われたら。
嫌だけど。
そうですよね。嫌ですよね。
うん。
安心しました。シュタルク様。
Oh, I understand. I understand. Fern's worried Stark was going to be like Frieren in terms of time. To me, this seems like a situation where they need to like finish a quest or something, you know? To get through. That's the vibe I get.
俺って結構強そうに見えるし、はったりもうまいんだぜ。
悪人顔ですしね。
うるせえ。
Fern. Oh, she smiled though. Their dynamic really interests me. Fern's been with Frieren so long, it's like she's forgotten how to be with someone that's not an elf.
シュタルク様がとても協力的だと思いまして。
あまり時間がないからな。
What you mean?
どういうことですか？
That's pretty.
ここ、いい景色だろ。小さい頃、師匠に連れられてここに来た。
俺たちはこの町から北側諸国に旅立ったんだ。
Wonder why Ison took Stark in, right?
普段は自分のことを何も話さないくせに、勇者一行の冒険を楽しそうに語ったんだ。
More emphasis on how much the adventure meant.
たった10年の冒険を何よりも大切にしていた。
Good.
きっとフリーレンだってそうなんだろう。
どうでしょうか？
Yeah, it's getting there.
だから俺はよ、師匠の代わりにくだらなくて楽しい旅をたくさん経験して、
He's a good man.
たっぷりと持って帰らない
Oh,
と。
that's the time limit. Ison's life.
恩返しはこのくらいだからさ。
You can relate, Fern.
師匠が死んじまうんだ。
なら、こんなところで足止めはいけませんね。
And we're on the same page. No, I love these two. What is she doing?
フリーレン様、こんなところで何をやっているんですか？追われてるんだよ。
What?
私はただ魔法店をはしごしていただけで。
Hey!
申し訳ありませんでした、フリーレン様。
すごく嫌な流れな気がす
They're
る。
gonna let her through?
この人は衛兵の仕事をしただけだし、私も全く急いでなくて、むしろのんびり。
Frieren!
北側諸国は今、魔王軍の残党との紛
Endless
争が
conflict.
絶えないと聞きます。現状を憂えてのことでしょう。その志、まさに英雄のごとし。
Take advantage of this, Frieren.
関所はご自由にお通りください。
I wonder if she didn't want to go this quickly.
こんなに簡単に通れるだなんて。初めからフリーレン様の名前を出していればよかったんじゃないですか？言っても無駄だと思っていたんだよ。ゆっくりしたかったのに。それに私、こういうのあまり好きじゃないんだよ。
Want the attention?
俺は見れてよかったって思っているぜ。
Yeah, it's not just about Frieren. It's not just about Frieren. We've been through this. The frickin' sunrise, man.
師匠もこんな感じで北側に旅立ったんだな。
Oh. Ah!
そうだね。
大変だったんだぞ、あれからいろいろ。
Great episode, great episode. Frieren is just such an interesting character, isn't she? I feel like what the show is doing is taking its time with Frieren, you know? Just like Frieren is trying to take her time. But this was really good. Really loved Stark and Fern this episode. And I enjoy the pacing. I thought we might be stuck in this town for a bit, but they've done a good job getting us through it, whilst at the same time putting forward some very good points. Alrighty, so Stark. First of all, I'm really gonna like Stark. I already do. He's a good guy, you know? Like, he stays at the village because the people believe that he is the hero, even though he hasn't done anything. But he had, because the reason the dragon didn't fight him because it was wary. It could tell how strong he was. So he was protecting the village, and he had no idea that he was. And he took down the dragon easily. It was really cool. And he didn't even realize that he beat it. I didn't even think he beat it. Like, you really get put into Stark's shoes there. You know, yes, he's strong, but he might not be, you know, that strong enough to take down the dragon. But it was Fern, man. It was Fern that pulled up and was able to offer her advice after being in a similar situation. Like, her first fight, she ran. Like she was afraid. And a big theme of this episode from Isen's perspective as well was that it's okay to be afraid. An emphasis on Frieren being surprised that Isen would admit that he's afraid. But Fern was afraid in her first battle. That's something that would have happened off screen during her training. But once she had no choice and a little bit of resolve, her training didn't let her down. And she was able to look at Stark's hands and see how much work that he'd been putting in. And she could tell that when Stark was in that moment, you know, his training wouldn't let him down, and it didn't. It was awesome. It was such a great scene. The music was really unique, with Frieren kind of narrating over the top in the flashback with Isen saying that his apprentice was going to grow into a strong warrior, which he has. Really, really good stuff. And then Stark actually becomes the hero of the village, and he probably feels like he can own that title now, you know? And then we're moving on straight away. We've gotten to the next village. Fern was being really interesting here, and I understand why now, I think. Straight away, Frieren has shown no sign of wanting to move on quickly, wants to take her time, wants to collect more magic spells. And look, I'm sure there's still more here, but for now, we can just say that she wanted to stick around, not be in a rush, and collect more magic spells. I've just had a thought that maybe she's putting off trying to get to where they're going, and when she'll eventually have to meet him. Well, I think she might be trying to delay that. Maybe she doesn't want to, but we'll find out more about that as we go. But immediately, Fern is probably thinking, oh no, here we go again. And then she's heard they might have to wait 2 years, and she was really suspicious of Stark. Like, is Stark gonna want to stay here, or is he gonna want to move on as well? And I love that notion of Fern finding out that Stark like doesn't want to wait 2 years, and she says he's normal. It just shows you how much time Fern has spent with Frieren, who just wants to take her time, and years mean nothing to her. And that also came up earlier on in the episode as well, when Frieren asks Stark why does he care so much about the people of the village. He said, well, I've lived here for 3 years, and Frieren's like, what? 3 years isn't that much. Oh, but it is. Not to elves, Frieren, but to people. Like, at some point, I'm sure this idea is going to stick in Frieren's head, you know? But Fern and Stark, I really like their dynamic. Also, why does Fern have to do that to Stark with the see-through spell? You know what I'm saying? Why does she have to do that? You do have to ask the question, is there going to be a bit of Fern and Stark going forward? You know what I'm saying? I'd be down for it. I love a good ship. But they go off together to try and find a way to get through the blockade quickly. And Stark ends up telling Fern that he doesn't have much time, and we find out that that's because he wants to go and have this journey and have all these stories to come back and tell Isen. Like, that's the debt he feels like he has to pay to Isen, and that immediately has to strike a chord with Fern, right, who went through the exact same thing with Haita. She felt like she owed it to Haita to become a mage and like have that thing to repay Haita for you know, for raising her and saving her life, essentially. And I'm sure that's what Fern has noticed, you know, in that conversation with Stark. And you can see Fern's tune immediately changed. So these two are great. Fern is literally in Haita's place, and Stark is literally in Isen's place. And we get that shot as they leave and they start to go north. It's the three of them, and then it transitions to Himmel being there as well. It's like Frieren is filling in, you know, her spot from the original party, and Himmel's as well. I'm still wondering if there's going to be a fourth member of this party, but if not, I really like this trio. This is going to be a lot of fun, and big emphasis on, you know, when they're leaving, and Stark says, you know, I'm glad I got to see this, you know, the whole ceremony kind of thing. Frieren said she didn't really like it, but this is a thing with Frieren. It's just like the sunrise, man. She didn't want to get up and do it. It was not something she was interested in, even way back in the first adventure. But it was about the others, you know, it was about Himmel Himmel and everyone getting to experience it, and then when she got up it was about Fern being able to experience it, and now just here, Frieren might not be enjoying this, but Stark was. She's standing there and there's Fern and Stark appreciating that moment of this must have been the sight that, you know, their masters saw. And Frieren, like, I don't know, she might be trying and she just can't in these moments, but she just goes, yeah, I guess, like, oh, it's killing me a little bit. Like, I know we're gonna get there. It's so interesting, but I really love what they're doing. I'm really excited to move forward now. Like, Stark has been cemented. We know what he's all about. We know what Fern's about. We know what Frieren's about. Like, we're getting there. So let's see where we go. We're in the north now. Let me pull up that map. Okay, the Northern Lands. It's a pretty significant area up here. There's a lot going on, and there was talks of you know, endless fights going on in the forces of the Demon King, I believe it was. Frieren had absolutely no intention of going and potentially taking care of all this stuff, right? Like that guard dude was saying. We're all trying to get to end type thing, right? But we take advantage of that. Anyway, that's a fantastic episode. I'm going to go into the next one now. Oh, this is a show I'm very excited to get to the end of. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next episode of Frieren.